that down.
No, and I expect to not ever be let down. The multi-stream thing's not working anymore. You have to be a
Premium?
a Prime Streamlabs person.
Oh, really?
Oh, they put it behind the paywall.
Yeah.
Get good.
Yeah. Hi. Welcome along to Accidental Heroes. If it's your first time and you enjoy the content, please click follow. What we'd really like you to do though is click through to the YouTube page and click subscribe. That way we can get a custom YouTube URL. Still need you need stupid amounts of people. It's ridiculous.
50, I think.
Yeah, 50.
Yeah.
But there's people that have I
Well,
need
no
more
one ever
cat
clicks
videos.
subscribe.
But you could stream cat videos
I don't have a cat.
in off time. Well, I don't know. Let's get a cat.
Steal
We can rent a cat for like 2 hours on a Saturday. Just cat
Just
videos.
set up
give
Can
it
you
back.
actually
No,
rent
you
a cat?
just,
I don't know,
just set up a
maybe.
camera in like one of those cat cafes.
Or one outside the door. It could be Terrence Cam.
Yeah.
We have a Tui and we call him Terrence.
Summary time?
Sorry.
Is it story time?
Yeah, story time. Please.
Wait, sorry, I had to
Okay.
do this. I'll be back. before you
Okay.
get it.
See ya. Confronted by a gang of scummy slavers and failing yet again to talk herself out of the situation, Sasha gets everyone into a fight for their lives. A rigged explosion traps John under a pile of rubble within the ravine as the slavers collapse part of the roof on top of him. The party is quickly overwhelmed by the sheer number of combatants, so Sasha and Urbag reposition to attack the slaver leader directly, leaving the rest to fend for themselves. Aisha takes to the skies, leaving Damal surrounded. Cloaking herself in magical darkness, Aisha assails the enemies from within using her superior vision and mighty bow. Damal escapes and flees towards Urbag while both Sasha and Urbag assault the leader. Summoning a horde of flying snakes, Damal commands them to attack the slavers. Meanwhile, Sasha feels the presence of a spectral being of some sort next to her, feeding off the combat. It gently caresses Sasha's ear with what she thinks is its tongue, while draining some of her vitality before letting loose arrows of magical force at the slavers. Sasha, however, gets swamped by the vicious slavers and fails to fight her way out, her bleeding body falling in the onslaught. The heroes manage to overcome the remaining threats despite 2 cowardly slavers escaping. Healing Sasha and extracting the trapped John from the rubble, they follow the tracks back to the slavers' camp with the help of the horse Wesley. There they find a few remaining slavers who flee at the party's approach, leaving behind cages holding a starving bear and some dead bodies. Setting the bear free and wanting to bring peace to the dead, they pile the dead bandits and dead prisoners into the cages and use wagons to transport them back to the town of Bandits' Rest. Walking through town, the party are feared as slaves themselves, but unperturbed they head on to the town guard to be hand over the slain criminals and the dead to be identified. Rethriel thanks them and rewards them with a bag of coin. The party then heads off to do final preparations before facing what lies ahead. Urbag and Sasha head off to find the carpenter, Amir Whistlewood, who set them up, only to find out that he split town. Damal went to procure more baked goods from Ida's bakery. Aisha returned to the inn to rest. John went to attend the funeral of the murdered brothel guard slain by Damal. As the party retires to their separate rooms, Sasha gets Urbag to lock the door to their room and keep silent as they are going to examine the items they have found over the last couple of days. Investigating the book first, they find it holds a rich history of dwarven lore that may come in handy when dealing with dwarves and their history. The orb of immolating blaze, on the other hand, ends up being a very dangerous item in Sasha's hands. She feels its warm touch as she attempts to use it by focusing on some paper in a tin bucket. Surprisingly, she manages to call upon elemental fire that blows a hole through the floor. In horror, Urbag and Sasha put the fire out before it spreads further throughout the inn, and she hurries downstairs to both apologise and pay for any and all damages. She ends up paying twice what was asked for to ensure silence on the matter. During the night, Aisha awakes at the sound of someone leaving her room, but she fails to catch the culprit. She is left slightly on edge, not knowing exactly who or why someone went through her belongings, taking nothing. The next morning, they all find a note slipped under their doors. A new day dawns and a new journey finds our adventurers. How will they manage to keep a low profile? Will they let Sasha and John be the party's moral compass and guide them through what is to come? Or will they continue down the dangerous tightrope between good and evil that they currently walk on? Dun dun dun, over to Kevin.
Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. Episode 8. Will good men do nothing? As mentioned before, in the morning, a note is left for the party, each of them in their individual rooms. They open it, and in it, they are told that the mercenary company is ready to travel west, and they are given instructions to meet Sorato in the forest area where they had previously left John to mind their horses. What do you wish to do?
Head there.
Yeah.
At what time?
Or as soon
first
as
light.
possible. First light.
So like 6 a.m.
Pretty much, you hear like a
you
gentle
left
knock
earlier.
at your door.
I did too, yeah.
Someone slips a note under.
Poison
You went foraging.
Oh, yeah, I did. Am I back?
This is the next morning already.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but she was
Left
gonna
this
wake up.
morning.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, she
poison
went
poison.
extra early and then she came back and found the note under the door.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a real quick breakfast.
Yes, you grab a real quick breakfast. There's no problem doing that.
And then otherwise, yeah.
Okay, you all head out after taking a quick bite. Heading off to the appointed meeting point, you recognize in the distance the same muscular, dark-skinned human man that you had met before. Seeing you approach in the distance, he gets onto his large warhorse and rides closer. Without saying a word, he gestures for you to follow in the thieves' camp that Damal is familiar with.
Yeah.
And heads off in a brisk gallop down the road. Visually, the man looks kind of like Teal'c from Stargate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just to
man.
give you an imagination.
You know,
Good.
like,
Oh, that makes it so much better.
I
Good.
legit.
Imagine that. That was what I was thinking about when I
I
read
was
this
kind of
character.
half thinking that too.
I was like,
The
oh,
air is
yeah.
chill, but
And
the morning
black guy
sun
on
is
Sunbed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
the air is chill, but the morning sun is warm upon your backs. Following him?
Always.
20 minutes later, you follow him and you come to a large field. There you see a large company of soldiers, horses and wagons packing up their encampment and getting ready to move out. The ground beneath is muddy and well trampled, indicating that they have been here for a
Do
while.
I see my friend Crown McNugget?
No, you don't. Not yet. They have been here for a while, perhaps 2 or 3 weeks. Sorato points towards a group of soldiers, and there you see the captain in a discussion with a pair of lieutenants and giving them instructions. He then leaves you and rides off in a separate direction to tend to other duties.
We walk up, or Sasha walks up to her
Okay?
and asks for instructions.
She waves as you approach. She waves at you, Sasha.
I'm going with Sasha.
Yep. And you can tell that she is excited about getting on the road and on to new adventure. Perhaps sitting and having nothing to do in the town was not to her liking. Humorously, she says to all of you who decide to follow Sasha, "New recruits, I see you have managed to find your way here without much problem. Welcome to the Midnight Echelon. Our number may not be that large, but we make up for it in skill. I trust that you will pull your weight," she says a little bit sarcastically. Is John dressed properly in winter clothes?
He's got his boots of
Warmth. So
Warm?
he's in a tank top,
Yeah.
but he's got boots that
I've
have
got
got
boots
fur.
of the Winterland, so
He got boots
I can
with the
survive
fur.
up to like negative 50 or something
Okay.
degrees.
That's fine. Moments later, the company completes packing up and moves out. The creak of wagon wheels and hoofbeats of the horses fill the air, mingled with the voices of other mercenaries chatting as they march on. It feels very different. You realize that you don't often travel in such large groups with others. Aside from the time Sasha herself traveled with the forces of Freeport to help out at Overlook months ago. Sasha's doing it. From appearances,
Quite the battle.
quite the battle. From appearances, the plan is to travel along the roads northwest, taking care to stay out of the bramble marshes. The winter climate will make the swamps there extra dangerous. Then you have to cut southwest through the forest before reaching the city of Kalanor, taking care not to move too far north towards the deserts of Dune's End, where it will be more difficult to hunt and forage for extra food. So a couple of hours into the march, you are at the spearhead of the traveling column,
Yep.
I guess. Spearhead.
Is the company mounted? Are they all on?
Some of them are mounted, some of them are on foot, so they have wagons and
I'm
things
guessing
like
we're on
that.
foot.
Not everybody has a horse.
Oh, we're on.
Yeah.
We have
We're on
horses.
horses.
Yeah.
You have your horses. He's got Wesley.
Yeah, what do we look like?
That's-
You definitely look like
Common
common folk.
At some point during the travel, the captain rides up beside Aisha and Sasha. We'll assume the other three are kind of nearby, but she's addressing the two of you only. And she asks you whether you both come from Freeport.
No.
No.
Huh. She comments, she's surprised. She's usually a good judge of character. She says, it's obvious that the others, especially the Drow and the Paladin, are unlikely to have originated from Freeport, but it surprises me that the two of you don't come from Freeport. Where do you hail from?
Sasha says that she hails from Solidarity.
She doesn't seem to know much about Solidarity, having never been there, and she will ask you what sort of place it is.
Sasha will talk probably for too long, excitedly, about the wonders of Solidarity and the wealth of community that it has, bridging the two cities and getting a joint combined.
So she's explaining that strange
relationship
city with the
but
center
with the
city.
center-
Yeah.
While Sasha's
control
talking,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep a sharp eye out on
Yes,
what's
ahead.
going on.
Yeah.
Ahead, sideways, just very alert.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't Abyss on the
Does
map?
Aisha wish to interact?
Yeah, I guess if Sasha's there, I would say I come from the forest of Everlight in the southeast. Yeah, that's where I'm from.
She has heard that that is a nice place, but she has also not been there. She says, yours is a strange group. Definitely stands out more than you think. How did you come to travel together and turn into the heroes of Freeport?
None of us are
And
from
before you like go thing, she says, yes, I know who you are based on reputation. I knew it from the moment you handed me the letter from both ends. I haven't been back for a while, but the stories from home do reach even my wandering ears.
That's for
Holy
you, Shay.
shit.
Sasha will explain the unlikely circumstance that she joined up with the party, and how they saved her, and how she's joined in with the party because of that.
How are they sick?
She will talk at length about Rook and what he's done, because Rook is considered her idol. Yeah.
Confused, but okay.
Yeah. Well, he's like kind of the pseudo leader.
Who were you traveling with before? I guess it wouldn't be the Count Saint Tremaine
No.
or the Boulder
No.
or Oliver
No.
or Urbeg.
Donnie, like
Aaron?
the
No.
only two positive members
Yeah,
was
would be
like
Aaron
Aaron
and
and
Rook.
Rook, and
Yeah.
Aaron just
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
So
one day.
she'll talk at
Okay.
length about Rook and his accomplishments and what he's done for Sunhome,
Okay.
especially, and how he's come
No,
from such
the
humble
whole story
upbringing
was
to
like the hammer
become
utterly
a hero
destroys
of
them.
note
No, I
and
know, but
bring great wealth to Sunhome.
Molded.
Your explanation and interaction with her, like in honesty, she finds that her impression of you is a lot better now. So like you can kind of tell that she's friendlier and a little bit more open. Okay?
Yeah.
Being at the spearhead at a juncture, Demal, who has really good eyesight and high natural perception.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Yes.
Yeah.
You see in the distance the ruins of a trade caravan upon the road. You are pretty much the first person to see it. Like everyone else who's at the head of
I
the
tell
marching
everyone
column.
I tell the leader what I see and
Yeah.
my friends.
She holds up a hand to stop the rest of the column behind her, and she kind of looks at you to see whether you want to go and investigate.
Yeah. Can I go into stealth from here? Like,
You
can
can.
they see me?
Get off your
If
horse.
you're on a horse, it's difficult.
How
Because
far
the
away
horse
is
is not
Trade
stealthy.
caravan?
You reckon the trade caravan is maybe 150 feet away?
Is it reasonable for me to like get off? I asked the leader if I can get off my horse.
Oh,
and go
you
into
don't
stealth.
need permission for that.
Okay, cool.
She's already stopped the column in case you want to.
I'm just
investigate.
gonna jump off, go into
Otherwise, she'll
stealth.
stand her pleb things. Does anyone want to follow the mom? Because
Sasha
No.
No.
Sasha Clint clinks and is not.
Can John walk up
Click,
to the
click,
leader
loud.
Yes.
and
Yeah.
say why we stopped? Can we get a move on?
she says your ally, your companion over there, has informed me that there is ruins of a trade caravan upon the road.
Yeah, we
She
don't
wishes to go
we don't
investigate.
we don't need to worry about that.
It's on the road.
It's
literally.
literally
Come
on
on,
the
just
road.
let me check it out before you guys get all keen. I want to use my. You want to use my character? I know for what she's good
All
at.
right,
So
5
anyway,
minutes, but then we've got to get a move on.
The captain realizes your intentions. She
Yeah.
says, send back word if you find anyone that needs help.
Yeah, I'll use the communication stone that I've got with Urbek.
Urbek, yes.
Yeah.
And she says, if you have determined it to be safe, I will send in men to clear the road. Yeah, because the caravan's kind of blocking. Alright. Moving up alone and in stealth.
Yeah.
Make a stealth roll, please.
Yeah, 2 on the dice. So.
Oof.
Add your stealth.
You can add a stealth.
Which
In the
is-
dex section.
It's like 6, I think.
Dexterity section. That's plus 10, and it's a double-digit number.
13. 15.
Alright. 15 it is in total. You approach the ruins of the trade caravan, like I mentioned.
Yeah.
As you get closer, you see stains of blood, and obviously the trade caravan has been looted. So
Is it
like
fresh
the
blood?
door-
Or is it dry?
relatively fresh.
Okay.
A battle has definitely occurred here, and you smell like the smell of death around the
The
area.
acrid stench of death.
However, there are no bodies,
Acrid stench
no
of
corpses.
So they
So potentially like slavers or something, or
No, so
yeah, or
it's-
It's
eaten.
up to you to
Can I
decide what you
can
want
I
to
can I see anything else?
do. You would have to get closer to investigate.
Yeah.
So
I'll do
now
that.
this is you looking for maybe
physically
we'll say-
looking for
yeah, physically
evidence.
looking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Solid. Great stuff.
I know.
It'll be an investigation
9.
roll. An investigation of 9.
Yeah.
Your cursory search of the area shows no sign of survivors and very little clue of who did this. However, you do come across heavy boot prints, but the tracks, especially in this weather, are fairly common and indistinguishable. So you can't tell what made these boot prints. You just know that they are boot prints that lead off into the forest. We'll say southward from where you're standing.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna chat to Urbag and just say, hey, the camp's empty from what I can see.
Isn't there a word limit?
Camp empty.
It's 25 words.
Yeah. Well, first sight, camp empty. Tracks leading away. See you soon.
Now, the rest of you get this message, or Urbag gets this message. What do you wish to do?
Can we? Is this supposed to just go around the?
No,
Caravan?
well, you can go around because you are on singular
magical horse.
horseback, but the wagons and the rest of the thing will be held up until they clear the road.
You could use
Wow.
John's immense
It-
strength.
no patience.
Immense
No
strength to
patience.
single-handedly lift the cart off the road.
At the moment,
I don't think John.
I still have to decide
There are like
whether
3 or
I
4 cards,
convey
by the
the
way.
message or not.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, correct. So no one knows anything except Urbag,
No one knows.
who has gotten this
shit.
mental walkie-talkie message.
John is also swole.
I thought the sending stone
Well,
ones was actually audible.
18. You're swole.
No, it is mental. It's in your mind.
The sending is, but I think
No, the
sending-
receiving as well. We've
No.
been through this. There's no audible sound that comes out from
It's
the
not a
stone.
walkie-talkie.
No,
Mm.
it is into his mind. Only he hears it.
Breaker 19.
So what does
Do you
Urbag
say anything back to her?
No, I don't say anything back, but I'll tell what's her face.
Okay, so you tell the captain, and she
Yeah.
says, since there are no dead bodies, I will send a couple of guys to go clear the road.
No, John will go along as well.
Alright.
If he is, if he overhears. the
Anything to
conversation.
loot?
Good blending in, John.
Swole.
You find that the caravan has already been looted, so the only thing of interest that with your investigation roll are those boot prints that lead south.
Okay.
What was the roll on the dice?
9.
Like a 9.
2.
A 2 on the dice?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Or
should.
3 or something.
Whose dice are you
Yeah,
using?
maybe I'll swap dice tonight. Use these ones.
So she
Well,
calls
hey,
maybe
hey,
about
hey,
10
hey,
guys.
hey, hey,
What?
hang on. Those are my dice.
They were on my thing. Snooze you lose, baby.
Wow.
On my dice now.
She instructs 10 of her men to go towards the mile ahead and start clearing off the wagons. What do the rest of you do?
Yeah, so John's going along.
Okay, John's going along, so John's approaching the mile. What does Urbag, Aisha, and Sasha do? So you kind of know what's happening now.
Man, I do
Like, no one's making a big secret.
forward.
So you join them?
Well, I'm on the horse, but I'll head forward to
Okay,
go,
so you head forward
Is someone
towards the
bringing
mile.
my horse?
to be helped.
Can I
Yes.
bring my
Well,
horse?
yeah, I'll bring.
Yeah, I'll leave my horse with Sasha and I'll take flight and I'll fly around the edges of this wreckage.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye out of anything that may still
So
be.
through the trees,
yeah.
because of your height, you don't really see much. Like you can see the tree cover is quite thick, but you don't see any movement in the
Okay.
immediate area around. Urbag, what do you wish to do?
Man, I just chill
So you are chilling with
with the company.
With the company.
I'm
Alright, with
like-
the captain. She kind of looks at you.
I'm not.
No? Damal, what do you wish to do? So you see the guys come. Eventually, they head over. They start
Cool.
moving the wagons around.
I'm just gonna help out.
You see Aisha up. So you're helping out. I will
Yeah.
let you go another investigation roll.
Investigation failed tonight. Maybe it's my hands. 4.
As you are,
Roll with your
Sorry, 10. 10 failed. Above my left hand? Yeah, good idea.
you find nothing.
I'm a bit
Do you tell
envious.
them about the blueprints that lead south?
Yeah.
Stolen
Um,
cursed dice.
And I'm gonna ask the leader if she's cool with me having a.
She did not follow.
Investigate.
So you would
Oh,
have to
she's
send
not
another
coming?
message to Urbag.
Oh, it's got a cooldown.
Now, you get the impression that you can pretty much do whatever
I'll
you
take
want.
her
Like you
outside.
you have free reign as long as you stay generally traveling.
Yeah, I'm
with
gonna
the group.
have
So you don't
her
actually have
be
to
within the area, but I'm just gonna check the tracks out, see if I can figure them out.
Yeah, you can. You can do a tracking survival roll. Do you wish to tell any of either John, Aisha, or Sasha?
I'm
who
just
are
gonna
also
hit
there?
Sasha up and be like, hey, I'm just gonna check out these tracks real quick. I won't be long.
Sasha will say, "Don't stray too far from the path.
Nah, I won't.
Try and stay in sight."
Yes, mistress.
Wow.
Feeling
Wait, hang on. What's going on there? Yes, mistress?
Well, you know.
Suddenly,
likes
Sasha's
being
gone.
Yeah. I mean, you got the armor.
Do you want me to throw
Put
an
your cuffs
investigation roll?
No, survival roll.
Survival?
That
Okay.
is the
Survival.
tracking
Cool.
roll.
10.
You rolled with your right hand again. You're an amateur.
That's 3 different types of dice.
I know.
Roll once with your left hand, just
Alright,
just for me.
to see.
I don't
Just for me.
fucking touch
Goes.
any more of my dice.
See the difference?
no.
See the difference?
I know, it's
That's
worse.
one hole higher.
It's worse. It was 4, not 10. 10
Disappointed at even yourself for your ability to track things. It takes you a while. However, the tracks are not super hard to follow because of the thick snow. You
Oh,
eventually
snowy.
you kind of wander off, and because your tracking was so bad, you go in
Still
circles a little bit.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
don't. You're not 100% sure how far you've wandered off,
Yeah.
but you know the direction of where everyone else is. We'll say, do you keep an eye on her? Like you can see her
Me.
following the tracks into the forest to the
Oh,
south.
so I see her like leave the group.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can follow her from above,
Yeah.
or you can stay with the group.
Okay, since
I don't want to be any more than 50 feet. From the
I
group.
will follow from above.
Okay, so you follow her from above, so you will kind of see some of the things that she sees. All right. Eventually, on your level, so at he's above the tree line level. He doesn't see this, but you see this. You eventually discover that the plants around your area are a sickly shade of green with spots of brown. Soon, the forest around you smells strongly of rot, and the trees look entirely unhealthy,
I'd like to get the fuck out.
with their bark peeling off in sticky black strips. Do you continue on?
Keep going.
No, fuck no.
So you gap it back to the road,
yeah.
giving up your search for any potential survivors or allies. Do you ask your friends to follow?
I'm just going to tell everybody what's up and
Yeah.
if they want to carry into the cursed fucking forest or not.
The men who are clearing the wagons,
Sounds
they
like a
have
dragon
no
den.
intention of going into the cursed forest. It's up to Sasha. I guess word gets back
Is
to
it a
the captain and
dragon
her bag as
Tree
well.
guardian?
Yeah, Sasha would take that word, leave you with your horse,
Yeah.
take the word back to the captain and say, "This is what has been found.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?"
Yeah, cool.
The captain says it is
treating
up to
her
you.
like the leader.
Well, she says it is entirely up to you whether you wish to diverge and go looking for potential survivors or answers to the question of what happened to this caravan. However, we have maybe, we'll say, another 2 hours of clearing the road before we will move on.
Oh, so we've got 2
I-
hours to hang out.
Based on the description that Damal gave,
Yes,
I would like to roll a knowledge nature.
you may.
It's 5.
You can tell that this forest god is completely natural and happens all the time.
But it's just... Look, guys.
According to Urbag, it's completely normal.
Guys.
That's what happens to
Guys,
forests
Look,
here.
don't this whole forest thing
If anything, it makes the forest
completely
tastier.
fine.
Can I roll one
Let's
as
just
well?
go have a look.
It's
You
'cause
can. You are a ranger.
You know about that flower that
Yeah, I know, but I
spits
don't.
and it smells
15.
like death.
15.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, it's that flower. There's just lots of those flowers.
The forest god is obviously unnatural
Yeah.
and magical in nature. Even as a ranger, it offends you like that nature has been polluted in such a way. You could also tell that you were on the edges of it, so if you had continued on, things would have been worse and
Gotten
might have
worse.
found the source.
It's like fellwood.
Do I now have
Good.
like a
Wow.
fucking argument?
Well, it depends
What's
on
the
whether you want to
mouth?
argue with the mob, but she is the ranger, so she can go like.
Demal's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
She's like,
Oh,
Ranger.
Darrow, can you move your car? Put it wants to head out.
Yeah.
No problem.
Where is me? Oh, shit.
So the five of you, technically with Aisha kind of hovering there, are kind of discussing this thing. What do you wish to do? The captain has no problems with you guys going off.
Well, we've got 2 hours, guys. Do
In
you wanna
fact,
have a
even
look?
if she ends up leaving without you, you can always catch up because you pretty much move faster than the rest of the
Then
caravan.
like a wagon.
Yeah.
Does it take? It's
Yeah.
really slow.
You've got like
yeah.
a couple of wagons going
Then
along
I
slowly on the
will
road.
let her know that we will try and investigate to see if there are any leads that could potentially help her. Basically
That's
making
fine. Great.
making Sasha trying to look like she's the goody two shoes trying to impress the boss.
Sure, it's fine. Apparently she will be impressed by your bravery and like going out to look for answers, maybe helping people.
So Sasha will round up our group and say, "Let's go."
John's not gonna go.
But you'll be the most useful
I'm
because you're
useful.
holy.
I'm useful clearing these damn wagons out of the way.
Undead.
You don't know that.
Undead.
Oh,
Undead trees.
Look into my eyes. Look into Sasha's
Trees can be
eyes.
undead.
I don't-
what's wrong
I
with-
don't-
Undead.
I don't.
so it's my
The
favorite
smell
terrain.
of death.
I don't trust you. I don't think you know what you're talking about.
That's fine.
It's just a forest. We've got business to do.
Yeah, but we can't do anything for 2 hours.
Well, I'm helping out.
Good.
Because I'm swole.
Yeah, without
you are
without Swole John, it might take 3 hours.
Leave John there and we go carry on. Sasha wanders off.
Split the party. It's the way to go.
Yeah, always.
Are you sure, John? Because you have to keep an eye on these guys.
Well, I trust Sasha.
But do you trust Sasha to keep an eye on these guys?
Yes.
By herself. Okay. Sasha will walk in and get to the point where it starts to smell like rot.
Well,
So
actually,
2 things.
But
as
the
well.
Mal has to guide you there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 things
Yes.
too. It's my favorite terrain,
Yes. And
and
That's how you were able to find your way out with that terrible roll.
Yeah.
Monster.
you have radar abilities, technically.
Yeah, B, I'd like to see if there's any of my favorite enemies in the vicinity.
Spend the spell slot.
So it spend the spell slot, and I need to tell you whether it pings any of those on the list.
So it's a what level? How do I tell which level I am?
It's just a spell slot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a spell
Yeah.
slot.
Okay, so where's my spell slot?
Yes, you will
They
have
will
to
be
mark it
listed
up.
on a list.
Thank
The
you.
list that I gave you
Helpful,
with
man.
your spells.
You're pinging for.
It's up the top there.
Oh yeah, 6. Yeah, I'm pinging for undead.
There is no dice roll, it's an automatic thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's fiends, undead, fae. What else?
Aberration, celestial, dragon, elemental, fae, fiend, undead. That's primeval awareness though.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm-
that's what you're using.
Yeah, but can I just with favored enemies see who's in the vicinity?
No, that's not an ability.
No, you have to use the.
Yeah.
the
You have to use the
primeval
primal.
awareness.
Okay, I
Yeah.
use primeval awareness then.
Within 6 miles of you, you detect undead.
I'm shocked.
You better be. You sure you don't want to
Don't
come,
you
John?
worry.
Is Wesley around?
I mean, you've already.
You also
departed,
detect
haven't
celestial.
We've already left.
you? Yeah. So John doesn't have that information
Mm.
unless you want to
Yes.
go back and tell him. But I mean,
He's already ascertained that we've already ascertained that he doesn't care.
Who, John?
what about the trees? I
About
mean, he doesn't
anything?
know this undead.
If I go back and tell him,
Yes.
how much time is that?
Oh, it's wasting time.
Yeah.
Fuck John.
If you go back,
I mean, That's
you know
fine.
exactly where he is, so
Maybe-
we'll
maybe-
I'm
say
just gonna nip
it
back
takes
and tell
you
him.
15 minutes to get to John and back, and then
Yeah.
you're back at the spot where you leave these guys, where you left the trail.
Yeah, I'm just gonna nip back and tell
Okay,
him.
so she runs back to tell you. I
We have
detected
detected undead.
in a 6-mile radius.
The problem is, does John care or believe you?
Yeah,
Well, it
I
depends
have
on
to
what
talk to
John does. He
right?
can always roll an insight.
Well, no,
To
because
see
she's
what
got
it's
the
like.
ability, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he. This
She's
is
telling
John,
the truth, yeah.
who has
I mean, I
also
don't-
seen Demal.
I don't think Demal's being dishonest.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah. John's like, Demal, the
Who I, had to,
murderer.
who had to follow into a church to check on her, and then she abandoned some poor slave girl.
Wait, they
to
both
be-
abandoned.
Yeah.
We both abandoned
Wait.
her.
Demal may be a murderer, but I don't think she's lied.
No, I've not lied.
Yes, that is true. She has not lied.
She may have killed people in
Now,
cold
Urbeck,
blood
on the other hand,
for no reason.
But she's been open about it. John goes, 6 miles. And reluctantly goes, alright, let's go have a look.
taking a bit of time to
Correct.
put on his armor again because obviously he wasn't lifting wagons in full play. Yes.
That would
Can
be
you
silly.
be wearing the current shirt that you're wearing now and like with the sleeves rolled up and just
No,
like
it's tank top.
oh okay.
I mean, I could use my head of disguise to create one.
Yeah.
Something to look like.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So taking a couple of minutes to put on your
Yeah,
armor.
good.
Oh, I forgot to say, the tree undergrowth is too thick to bring your mounts in, so you would actually be on foot.
On
Yeah.
foot, yeah.
Yeah.
Figure
I'll,
that
I'll,
much.
I'll tell Wesley to keep an eye on things.
Okay. Wesley keeps an eye on things, and if you're within range, he will telepathically communicate with you.
Yeah, within 1 mile.
He's
Yes,
the
within
best
1 mile.
scout.
He's the best scout.
Boss, they're taking us. Quote of this fucking century.
Okay. So you're back at the point where you have tracked all the way in. At this point, the tree cover becomes a bit too thick to see them, so you'd have to be on ground level if you want to follow them. Otherwise,
okay.
you're just in the air and
Oh.
you're not sure where they went.
Okay, well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go down.
So- What you've seen,
Yeah.
they went all the way to the edge of the rock,
Mm-hmm.
and then Damal suddenly decides to go back to the road to fetch John,
Yeah.
and then John comes along, and now they're all at the edge of the road.
Okay.
Edge of the, like the rotting.
So about an hour
Okay.
45,
Yeah.
hour
Yeah,
45.
about that.
45
15.
right?
I'm there.
Yes, you're there.
We
I
inform.
was decided.
Sasha informs Aisha that we have detected undead within 6 miles.
Okay.
This is where the rot starts to happen. That's why we went and got John.
Okay.
Okay. You with Damal at the lead, following the tracks because she's the one who first noticed them. As you travel along, the ground softens and squelches underfoot due to the sticky runoff from all the dying plants. Soon after, the trail opens into an area with tall trees but very little underbrush. The path continues towards the rotting remains of a large tree.
Since we can see what's happening ahead, can I just go to the back of the party?
You
Like, can someone else
can,
lead?
but then you are the one who's following the track, so you can't track from behind because they'll be walking ahead of you
And ruining all the tracks.
and ruining all the tracks.
Oh, I'm still tracking.
Yes.
at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
Up to this very point.
Yeah.
So there, the path continues, and you see the rotting remains of a very large tree, and there, under its roots, there appears to be a hole.
Shit.
Why is that? Why?
Why not? A bag.
I go to what appears to be the edge of the hole, and I see what I can see.
You approach the hole.
Wait,
And-
whoa! You have
You have approached the
grave
hole.
mistake.
Triggered
You
the
made the
encounter.
grave mistake. The undead. No. Damal approaches
Pour
the
out of the
opening
hole.
beneath the
Yoga
tree,
steps forth.
and you pick up the overpowering smell of decay coming from the hole.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the hole is not quite big enough for...
A person.
Oh no, not big enough for you to walk in without getting on your hands and knees.
Ooh.
What can I see? Because I've got dark vision
Well, you see the hole
Good
going all the way down,
perception.
and then it kind of curves over, so you can't see...
and there's nothing like
Yeah,
moving.
they
Always
don't
a
say anything.
curving hole.
It's just a
eh?
slimy, dirty, stinky,
Do you think we're
decaying hole.
stupid?
Yes.
How big?
Steve's
How
not
high is the hole?
The
Um,
hole has to curve.
we'll say the hole is maybe slightly about half a meter in height.
Oh, so Urbeg could totally fit, right?
Now, anyone can fit, but they would have to be crawling
Could
on their
Urbag
bellies.
walk in?
Urbex
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Fucking stand with
Sasha, at this point,
I
is
don't want to
going
risk
to
my rat either.
touch her symbol of Timot
Yes,
and use divine sense.
yes.
Ooh.
The
Oh, yeah, I gotta tell
presence
these
of
guys
strong
about it.
Strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, just like the smell. The powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that's not behind total cover. You know the type and any being whose presence you sense, but not the identity.
And you can pinpoint the exact location that's not behind total cover.
Yeah.
You
Within the
detect-
same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated within the Hallow spell.
Something within the hole is desecrated. However, you do not detect the presence of anything else from where you are.
Can I look? I'm gonna talk to my rat and ask him if he wants to go in and check it out.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
He's
fucking-
like,
no. Oh, it's cocked. $13.
The rat looks at you, then looks at the hole, and then he crawls back into your backpack.
He's like, nope.
he's like, no.
Not that
Is he
smell.
saying no,
Not
no,
that
no,
smell.
no?
Are you able to talk with animals?
Yeah.
Yeah, the rat says no death hole. That's all it says, no
No.
death hole.
John says to Damal, you know, you're stealthy. You should scout ahead.
You can do it.
Cool. I'll go back into stealth because I'm assuming I came out of it to talk to people and
You
stuff.
can, yeah.
Give it a roll.
No, but what do you actually want to do? You're in stealth, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go check it out. Why not?
Alright. You climb down the hole. So you crawl down the hole.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm like, alright, John. Let's do this.
I'm not going.
Your dark vision serves you up to a certain point, and then obviously it's pitch black because
Yeah.
you actually need.
Can I search for traps and stuff,
Light.
please?
You can, but at a disadvantage because of like your positioning, and also it's getting really dark, so you need to have a light source, even though you have dark
Really?
vision. Yes,
Wow. Okay.
because
well,
in pitch black it doesn't work.
It's no, it's counts as dim lighting.
Oh, it's dim lighting.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's still at disadvantage if you want to look for traps.
Yeah.
So you can
yeah.
roll it. Pick the lowest number.
In dim light, it's always disadvantage.
Yeah.
Is it a 1 and a 2?
It was
it's
a
a
3 and a 5.
4, 3 and a 5. Yeah.
close.
So.
You find no traps.
Yeah. Okay.
Climbing down the hole.
Can I cast dancing lights, please?
Yeah, we'll allow you to cast that.
Those will create 10 feet.
No,
with-
don't.
Yeah. So it just follows her as she goes in, so she doesn't need to hold anything. The narrow tunnel that you're going through is slick with foul-smelling mud. It leads eventually down to a cramped cave lit by a shimmering pool of very oily-looking water. The chamber stinks of sickness. Next to the pool, between the gnarled and dying tree roots, are the rotting carcasses of a number of humanoids. What do
Can
you
I
wish to do?
tell that the humanoids are from the camp or anything? Like, can I tell where they're from?
You're not close enough to tell. You can't even identify what type of humanoids they are. They are wearing clothes though.
They're wearing clothes.
Yes.
Ah,
So
yeah.
they might be civilized humanoids.
Maybe.
Not
I'm just
like-
gonna go back and tell the party.
Okay, so you crawl back up the tunnel.
Yeah. Oh, and also on my way, I'm gonna take a
Yeah.
vial of whatever mud this is, because I like
So you just want the
collecting
mud,
things.
not the water at the pool.
No, because last time we came to water in a pool, there was a big fucking monster. So at
And the time,
Kevin's like,
You take a sample
and
of
the
a
time
mud.
before that,
Of mud.
Yeah.
she spent hours looking at water that was just dirty water.
Now the rest of you, eventually
know.
you see Damal kind of scrambling her way out. Like obviously she's preceded by her dancing light, so you know it's her coming back out. She kind of
Scampers. Like
scampers back out, and she's completely covered in filth and mud and slime, and she's like looking at you. Yeah, she's looking at you. She goes like hugs, and
and I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
Prestidigitation.
you think you hear her
I'm
rat
clean.
in her bag, not very happy because
He went in the death hole anyway.
he went in death hole anyway. So if the mouse eaten, obviously the rat would have been eaten. What do you wish to do? Or rather, what do you wish to tell your party members?
I'm just gonna tell them what I've seen. Hey guys, there appears to be a very, very undead hole in the ground that we know about. There's a pool of. There's a lake. It's a lake, right?
It is a shimmering pool of oily water.
There's
so
a shimmering pool of oily water
maybe
downstairs.
we'll say 3 meters across. Just estimate that.
About 3 by 3.
Yeah. In a small underground cave.
some
Doesn't look like there are any
humanoids.
exits out from that. Yeah. some dead-looking humanoids wearing clothes.
They appear to be dead. I didn't get close enough. Are we
Were they
interested?
good-looking clothes?
She didn't get close enough.
Yeah, not close enough.
So we don't know if the clothes were good-looking.
We don't even know if it's worth looting or not.
I mean, it's all pretty dirty.
I'm clean now. Yay.
You cleaned yourself?
He
No,
pressed
I
a
pressed
digitation.
Prestidigitation, the ultimate cleaning spell. Cleaning spell.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, what do you wish to do? Do you wish to encourage your friends to go in the hole for loot? To investigate what's going on? Or do you wish to just get it back?
Ah,
to the
no,
road?
honestly, what are we keen to do, dude?
Yeah.
How much time have we taken?
About an hour and a half. It didn't take that long for her to go
Oh,
down.
so we've got an hour and a half left.
Yeah, an hour and a half since you left the road. In total.
And how long did we say it was going to take to clear the road?
2 hours. She said about 2 hours.
Well, they're already this deep.
Well, no, it doesn't sound very interesting. I think we should get back.
Sasha raises her concerns about the desecration. And do we want a zombie horde to attack the town?
No.
I mean, zombie horde's a bit of a leap.
What, is it though?
Sasha is all about leaps.
Yeah, is it? Is it? Though?
It just sounds like a bunch of mud and water.
Well, someone with detect magic should go in and like figure out what kind of magic is in there.
Who's got the team magic?
Sasha begrudgingly will crawl into the hole.
I'll go with.
Wow.
I'll go behind those two.
Okay, so it's Sasha, Urbeg, and then Demal.
Yeah.
Okay, the
Have
other
you-
two are gonna keep watch.
Can I be
Keep
in
watch
stealth?
outside
Yeah.
the hole.
Have you got
Can
light?
I be in stealth?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shay?
So you are in
You got
stealth.
lights?
If it becomes important, I'll get you to roll.
I have a lantern.
I mean,
Oh yeah, how you seeing?
I have a lantern.
You have a lantern. All right. So
Can-
Sasha goes,
I'll
like kind of
touch-
shimmies down the hole, followed by
Is my
Urbeg.
dancing lights not?
I want to
Still
touch
there?
her
That's not
back.
stealth, but you are behind
using
them,
my
so
light
she's
cantrip.
trying to go forward.
she's
Ahead.
just gonna turn me
Okay,
into
can
a
I cut
fucking
my
light.
dancing
Can I
lights
do
out
that?
since I can
You
see
can if
in
you
front,
want.
like
I don't
directly
know,
in front of
can
me?
you?
Yeah.
I think it has to be on an object.
Wait, what's he
Wait.
doing?
He wants to touch me and turn me into a light.
I would just like to say though.
No, it has to be an object, non-living.
His
Have
clothing.
you got a hat?
His
Okay.
clothing. Touch his butt. Make his butt light up.
Just
His
So
butt's an
touch
object.
my kimono.
Okay, I touch your kimono.
Kevin.
Sure.
You know I have 20-foot bright light.
It's now a bright light kimono of stealing.
Sure.
Of glowing.
But like, okay, the three of you make it down the slimy tunnel without much problem.
Mhm.
The same thing, you see the 3 meter across pool.
Yeah.
There's an overpowering smell of decay. You see a couple of corpses lying by the pool at the edge.
Yeah.
What do you wish to do? So all three of you are fully in. You can stand up in the cave.
Is there
but
any
it is
loose
quite
rocks?
cramped. No, it's mostly mud and earth and roots from the tree above.
But no, like, there's no a rock that I can find or anything.
No,
Can I go
I just wanna
see what I
pick up
can
something
see
and throw
with
it in
these
the water.
bodies?
you don't see anything. You have clumps of mud which you can't. Sorry?
Can I go see what I can see with these bodies?
So you're gonna examine bodies.
Yeah, not examine, not investigate. Just like get
From
close enough
this
to
distance?
look.
You
no,
may
get
roll a
close enough
perception
to,
check.
Okay.
You may.
Sasha
With
will
my
use
left
detect
hand.
magic.
That's
You'll,
twice.
you'll get double digits one day.
17.
Didn't you get double digits before?
No. Oh yeah, I got 13. Was it?
Yeah.
A 17 tells you that you can see at least 2 of the closer corpses
Yeah.
appear to be wearing some form of priestly robes. However, you are not close enough to tell what type of priest
Am I
they
close
are.
enough to throw mud at their feet?
You can.
I'm gonna throw mud at their feet.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Sasha, on the other hand, detects that the pool of oily-looking water is indeed magical. If I might as well tell you, it's necrotic in nature.
Yep.
Which should not surprise you.
Mm-hmm.
I am shocked.
And what does Urbeg do?
Can I
I
take?
pick up a clump of mud and throw it at the water.
You pick up a clump of mud and throw it in the water, and nothing happens.
Can I take this moment
Like,
to make my
Splashes into the water.
sword
Nothing
poisonous?
is disturbed.
Sick.
What do you wish to do?
I just wanted to take
Checking
this
for
moment to make my
octopi.
sword poisonous.
You may.
The poison lasts for a minute.
It lasts for a minute
Oh, it only lasts for a minute.
Yes, for a minute.
from activation, but you only do it once a day.
From the
Yeah.
jade ring of poison.
she's got 2 poison effects.
Yeah.
But your jade ring is currently not
Not equipped.
attuned to you.
Oh, not attuned. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So you have to swap out something, either
And then
mind
wait
shielding.
24 hours.
And
Well, I don't
Yeah,
need mind
short
shielding
rest.
because
Yeah,
I've
short
got it
rest, yeah.
naturally anyway.
Correct.
So I'm gonna swap that out.
What?
I've
Your
got.
skin crawls as you are just staring at dead bodies and an oily pool of water.
I go to look at the bodies
Urbag approaches the body.
because Urbag would be like, ooh.
Getting close, I'll let you roll a perception check.
Shit. It's better than initiative.
It is.
Roll an initiative. Fuck. Perception. 18.
18.
See,
You see
double
everything. You notice that the priestly robes do have the symbol of Saloon on them.
Oh, that's your thing.
No.
It's his deity.
However, as you have gotten closer,
Damn
a
it.
set of lashing blood red vines strike out from the water and start to pull you into the pool. Please make a strength save.
You motherfucker.
As you go like, oh, I noticed that. I can identify that.
Can I see that happening?
Oh yeah, you fully see that
Am
happening.
I able
My
to
strength-
cape of the
my
mounted
strength
back
is
in and
fucking
like
terrible.
grab him?
No,
Ah.
because this will happen
You'll be
first.
fine.
Yeah.
He'll start to get dragged, then you can keep him on.
Oh, okay.
Don't- He'll be in the lake well
don't
before
even
then.
Fucking worry.
Regardless of what this mofo rolls, he's going in the lake.
He could roll 20. It's fine. He could roll 20. And it's not even a DC like 20.
Ah.
Oh, would that's cocked in.
If it's cocked, just roll again. Like, we won't waste time.
Probably should have taken that first one, eh?
So what was the number?
Okay, guys, play on with me. I have some issue I need to deal with.
Sure,
Yeah.
good. No problem.
It's a 3 on the dice.
Yeah, what's your total?
3.
Isn't that a -1?
Yes, my strength is -1, but my saving throws are 0.
How did you get the +1? Ring protection?
No, my strength is -1.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Your save should add your
like
penalties
I
as
just-
well. Anyway, a 2 and a 3, you fail anyway.
go off.
You fall prone beside the pool and you start struggling as the vines start to pull you in. The rest of you can react.
I look at Sasha. I'm like, help.
So yeah, I'd like to get to him quickly.
Yes.
But can I hunter's mark the thing and then?
Yes, because your cloak can count as an action and your hunter's mark is a bonus.
Yeah.
Yes, so you can.
But I can't attack as well.
You can't. If you cape, you can't attack.
If I run up, am I going to be fast enough?
If you run up, you are fast enough. It's not that far away.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hunter's mark, run up, and.
Okay,
try
so your hunter's mark the vine things,
Yeah.
and you run up.
and I
So you're now beside Urbag.
and I
He is
slash him.
slowly being pulled, and you're
Him?
slashing at the vines.
Him? You said him.
Slash him. Slash him.
Slash M.
Make an attack roll.
You gonna cut him up? Shit.
So,
Don't-
die.
1d6.
Don't.
Plus, and then hunter's mark, so 2d6.
So it's not damage yet, yes, an attack roll.
You gotta roll the dice first.
You gotta roll the
Oh
dice.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you add the 10.
Oh, okay, 25.
You will hit.
Kill things.
Because the thing hasn't attacked yet, you add 2 more d6 to that.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
No, technically, what is
Okay.
done to Urbag is an attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, cool. So, 1d6.
Allies within 5 feet.
So 2d6.
Allies within 5
So
feet.
add 2d6.
Yes.
Add 2d6.
Urbag, yes.
Thank you.
Damn it.
12,
12 plus
and
the-
then plus 8. So 20.
20 damage.
Yeah.
That is enough to sever the length of vine that is holding Urbag. So it
Yeah.
snaps and it kind of retreats back further towards the
I grab
pool.
Urbag's wrist and like drag him.
No, your turn's done.
It's your turn.
You've done your move,
I'm
done your
done? Yeah.
bonus, and you've done your attack.
Okay.
Sasha will
I saved Urbag. Sort of. Maybe.
cast Firebolt to see if the liquid is flammable.
At the liquid? Sure.
Are we
Good
anywhere near the
times.
liquid? Is it currently touching it?
You
No.
mean the oily
Yes.
looking liquid?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why would you not? The pyro says.
I rolled a nat 1.
Well, it doesn't matter because you're aiming at
Yeah,
the pool. It's not
I
gonna
was
dodge
like,
or anything.
do I need to
yeah,
roll?
you don't.
This kind of pointless.
Your ball of fire swells from your hand and it strikes the water and it fizzes out. Nothing
Okay,
happens.
that's good.
It is not of flammable nature.
That's all Sasha needed to know.
Urbag, what
Alright.
do you wish to do?
Get
Oh,
the
just-
fuck
I
out
was
of
gonna
there.
say, is there anything audible, or can we?
Is there anything audible?
That
I
we can
would
hear from
say
outside?
when Sasha casts her fireball, that would be audible.
I
Can
would
loot-
have
Can I
said
loot the priests, please?
when a fucking
Wait,
red
so it's not your
vine
turn, but getting closer to the priest
grabs
means you're
me
getting
and I'm
closer
like-
to the pool.
But the
Yeah, I think
slinky thing
I think I
moved
would have
away,
heard
right?
that.
It moved away, but it's not fully back into the water yet.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So I mean, like what
I
I've
won't do it
heard.
then.
Oh, yeah.
screaming like a girl.
I guess you would, combined with Sasha's fireball.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll start to make my way in then.
Okay, you start to squeeze your way in. You are a little bit harder because you are kind of bulky with your plate. Yeah.
I'm just presuming Aisha is not going after the door.
No.
I'll say to Aisha, you stay here.
Yes,
I'm gonna go.
and she agrees to stay outside to guard the hole in case you are buried in there. Urbag, what do you wish to do?
Get as far away from the water as possible.
Okay. You scramble to your feet. You push off all the vines that entangled you, and you retreat back towards.
Come here.
You retreat back towards Sasha. It is here that you notice where the vines grabbed you.
Oh no.
It has left your skin feeling prickly, and there is a mild rash. However, you are not adversely affected beyond that.
You got me? Hey.
So next round, John will come in. Back to the bar.
I'm just gonna move away.
So you're not going towards? Alright.
Nah.
The vines slowly retreat back into the pool.
Yeah, cool.
Sasha.
If they're back in the pool.
Yes, so we're not in initiative anymore. Eventually John will come down the tunnel.
Yeah, cool.
Do
I'm
we
just gonna
roll?
hang
Can
out.
I roll on nature?
You can.
Because we're not in initiative. 16.
16. You can't tell whether this is... Oh, well, you can tell that this is not a naturally occurring thing.
Oh, okay.
Someone has created this pool. Yeah,
So
beyond
what
that
am-
you can't...
So if I can tell it's not,
Yeah. You
I
can't tell
don't.
it's
I don't
not
want to
natural.
cheat,
Yeah.
but I can tell it's not nature. So would
Yes.
then I'd be like, oh, what type of magic thing is it? Because I can
Yeah, you
roll
can.
knowledge arcana, right?
Yeah.
That and Sasha would have said that it was magic.
Fuck.
You know what helps?
Yeah, a dice bet. 14.
There's one right there.
You can't actually tell what is...
What's in the thing?
Yeah, what's in the thing. You can't identify it.
Can I grab
Something you've
some
never
rope
seen before.
and like try and lasso the ankle of one of the priests and like pull him
You can
closer?
make a... We'll say make a dexterity roll.
Yeah, that
so
seems
it's
fair.
just a d20 with a dex bonus.
That's good.
So +5?
Yes, plus 5.
Yeah,
Yes, plus 5.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
18. Your rope easily loops around one of the ankles of the corpses
I just
and like tie. Okay,
Reel 'em in.
so you pull the corpse closer to you. You have pulled to yourself a half-elven body. It appears to be fully looted, except for the holy vestments and the holy symbols of Saloon, which have been left untouched on the corpses.
Has John come down yet?
We'll say John is down the tunnel now, and
John,
you
what do you
see
think?
that Damal has lassoed a corpse and has pulled it towards her. You see Urbag gently or tenderly picking at his rash.
Bro, this looks like
You
your
have no
lot.
idea
You wanna
what's going on.
dismiss?
I don't know what Sasha's doing, but it's up to Sasha. She might be tending to Urbag.
Sasha is pondering the fate of the world.
It's just
The
gonna
universe.
yeah. I'm just gonna say that, bro. This looks like your lot. Want to have a look?
John sees the holy symbol, and he's
Yes, you see the desecrated corpses and holy symbols.
he's just horrendously offended by this desecration.
Fair
Are you? Would you say you were enraged?
I'm holding back.
Ooh.
I'm
He's
holding back.
livid.
Ooh.
I've got a simmering fury going on.
Ooh. They're the worst.
And I say we need to retrieve these bodies and give them a proper burial.
You look towards the
God.
edge of the pool, you see another 3 more bodies. So there's one that's the mouse pulled over, and there are 3 more.
All right, I'm just gonna walk over
Um,
and just
Sasha, before John starts walking, Sasha will ask what John has to deal with undead presences, and how can you help remove them.
doesn't matter. It's not the priority at the moment.
Is there a spell to undesecrate a place?
Yes.
There is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Undesecration.
I've got a remove curse, but I don't think
Can
that's
you
gonna do
consecrate
is
it?
There is a way to consecrate. I can't remember what.
Just use
spell it
consecrate.
was.
Is there a consecrated ground or something that you can use?
There is.
Yeah, there probably is.
Not one that I have.
Well, you have one in one of your lists, but it depends if you chose that list for the day.
No, I don't look at those lists.
He doesn't change the list
Specific spell list that I made
for different
for different
scenarios.
modes, depending if we were traveling or in social situations or.
So he's just
John
using the same
strides
one all
towards
time.
the remaining 3 corpses and out from the
But
pool.
before he start, before he
I
starts
don't know
striding, I want to be like, hey, there's a thing in the thing.
Sasha will touch John before he walks too
Oh.
far away.
Yes.
On the shoulder
Oh,
Yes.
and
Oh.
cast heroism.
Cool.
not hold person.
No,
That'd be amazing.
heroism.
What does that
The
do?
willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery. Until the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier
You're strong, eh?
at the start of each of its turns.
Yeah, all right.
What else?
When
can
the
I do?
spell ends, the target
18.
What's
loses
the
any
saving
remaining
throw?
temporary hit points from the spell. At high
Fuck.
levels, blah blah blah, you can get additional people.
John feels more heroic and brave at the touch of Sasha. For
And
some
you
reason.
also gain temporary hit points.
Yes.
My
Yeah, you can give him his temporary hit points. As John strides closer to the 3 remaining bodies of the priest, the
Red
lashing
vines.
blood-red vine reaches out from the waters and grasps his ankle. Make a strength.
We've got to figure out what his strength saving throw
a
is.
strength saving throw.
So
It
He's
should
got a
be
plus
there.
4.
Is that just so? Will my saving throw just be
Yes.
+4? My modifier is +4.
The modifier is already added. So you are
Yeah, I can't-
trained in strength.
I
So
currently have
it's actually, what's your strength bonus?
+4.
So it's +4, and then because you have that little tick mark, your proficiency bonus is also added, so it'll be +8.
Tick mark?
So it'll be a total of 8.
Oh,
It'll be a
good.
total of 8. Yeah. So whenever the little circle is filled, it means you add your +4 proficiency bonus.
Okay.
+8.
24.
The vine wraps around one of your legs, but it fails to exert enough force to pull you in. So
Like
it's just kind of
that.
attached to your armored leg plate, and it's trying to pull you. You can feel it, but you can easily resist its pull. What do you wish to do?
Just casually grabs all the bodies.
Yeah, it just grabs his leg, but
the
he's like,
fucking thing wrapped around his leg.
Hey, I'm brave at the moment.
yeah, you're brave.
It's just like,
I just gotta
I don't
go,
give a
yeah,
fuck.
and just kind of like
Try to
whatever.
kick it off.
and keep moving towards the bodies. Yeah.
You keep moving towards bodies, but you're unable to kick it off because unless you touch it with your hands or cut it, because it's kind of wrapped around your leg now.
Yeah, no, whatever. I don't care. I don't-
Exactly.
Yeah, you move to the bodies unhindered. You are now at the 3 dead bodies of clerics of Selûne. What do you wish to do?
Can I grab 2 of them
Yes, you can grab 2 of them.
and just maybe not like lift them over my shoulders, but
Yeah.
like
But lift them over your shoulders like a boss.
no, they're
Pull
kind
them
of,
back.
Fireman.
Flex, man, flex on
no,
us.
I'll just drag 2 of them.
Okay, so you drag 2 of them.
Can I lasso the
back
last one?
towards Sasha. Yes, you can lasso the last one. So you may roll a dexterity,
Yeah.
same as before.
21.
You easily lasso the last one, so you're helping John by dragging the last one.
Yeah.
As you move,
As you move, dice get thrown at you.
somewhere. I see. And I found another one, someone's other dice.
That looks like a Tommy dice.
It does look like a domino.
I'm just gonna take it.
I have no idea.
If not, it's an Alec dice. Alex dice.
That is an Alex dice. That's his
Yeah,
dice.
that's an Alex dice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I won't take it.
Why is his dice on the floor after like 17 years?
No, I never put it there.
Man, I'm old. Really quickly.
You feel the vines trying to pull you in, but eventually you walk out of their range and it just kind of releases you and retreats back into the water. So
they
you are
have
now.
a range.
Yes, there is a
No.
range.
Done.
Yeah.
So now you are with the 4 bodies of the clerks of Selun.
Yeah.
The 4 of you are clustered around the entrance. It's getting crowded with the corpse pile.
Do they have any sick loot?
Well, are you gonna search
How-
their
And I,
bodies?
yes.
I searched
How-
for them also.
In
How-
front of the.
Defiling the corpses.
How-
No,
The,
no, no. I'm trying to find some ID.
Okay, plausible.
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 he has
And
agreed.
I have
Factual.
Touching the corpses.
touching the corpses. Urbag remembers about his mummified hand and becomes a banhi. A manhi?
A man-he.
A man-he.
Man-he, yeah.
A man-he.
That was
That one time when he
Man-he.
was a man-he.
That was a manhi.
Banshee.
It's a manhi. Is the male version of a banshee.
Is it
It's
actually?
Like legit.
Why is it not a woman she then?
What?
It's
Maybe
actually a
ban
manhi,
is-
right?
No, we made that up.
Wow,
Did we make it up?
made
We made that up.
No,
It
come
sounds
on.
pretty
No, I think there is a version of a
Something.
male banshee, but I can't remember what it's called.
I'm sure it was.
We made it up because
No.
we said the
Maybe it was a
The
man-he.
man-he sounded funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
okay.
females
Anyway,
are called banshees.
sorry. I touched.
All right.
I touched the
Since the 2 of you have more time to carefully search the corpses, I will let you each roll a
Banshee.
medical check, medicine check.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
Banshee?
Medicine check, please.
Me?
While you're searching, yes, both you and Demal who are searching the corpses.
Fucking-
What would you like me to do?
Never rolled a medicine check.
A medicine check.
20.
Does John actually have anything to do with?
13.
I'm sure I gave you.
Your 20 reveals that these unfortunate clerks were crushed and suffocated to death.
Ow.
Your search reveals that the corpses have been fully looted, except, like I mentioned, for their holy vestments and their shiny holy symbols of Selun. Even though they are semi-valuable, we'll just say they're made out of gold and silver, and
Hey.
John would know their worth. No one wanted to touch them, or whoever did this did not want
Yeah, I won't be making them naked.
them. Okay.
Seems like
I asked John
piss John off.
what you meant to do with the symbols. Like, would
Are
you?
they dog tags? Do you
would you-
take them
yeah.
back?
We're
Do
gonna
you-
leave them. We're gonna leave them with the bodies.
Is that the done thing?
Yep. So we're gonna take them out, and we're gonna bury them with their holy symbols.
Sure.
And I'll say a prayer, and we'll get back to the.
They wouldn't maybe want them to be like sold.
What? What?
Sasha.
What?
Sasha.
I'm just
Sasha,
asking.
How-
For a
Sasha
friend.
will look at Urbeg.
You
and
have 2
say,
paladins on the team.
Say this is the way.
This is
No.
the way.
This is the way.
John is just disgusted by the notion of.
Look.
Trying to
I don't
profit.
know your order very well. Mine is kind of chaotic,
Look,
and
just-
that's what they'd expect.
Look, just grab one of the bodies and start dragging it out.
That's not gonna happen.
Meanwhile, from outside, Aisha calls out down the hole and says, "Guys, friends, the weather outside is starting to decline."
The weather outside is frightful. Jinx!
Person Jane.
You hear sounds of hailstones raining down upon the area outside, and
Hailstones.
Yes.
Jesus.
some of it starts to melt, and like you get a trickle of water coming down the
Oh,
tunnel.
we gotta get out
Let's
of the
get
hole.
out of the hole.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna grab one of the bodies and start making
Just
my way.
I'm
one?
gonna tie rope to my ankle and tie rope to one of their ankle and like pull.
Yes.
So that's
Pull
a
one up.
strength
What is your strength value?
-1.
No, the actual stat.
8.
Okay, you find by doing that,
Yeah.
it is almost impossible for you to move. You are weighed
We tie-
down
we
like
tie
someone
them
has tied an
all.
anchor to you.
We
Okay,
tie
I'm
them
going,
all
John, I can't
to
do
John.
this.
Yes.
Yeah. I was gonna say yeah. Just tie it
If
to
you
me.
tie them all to John, he too is unable to move. He cannot move with all his stuff and 4
Well, look,
corpses.
I'll take 2.
Sasha can take one.
And
So I've
the
got
third
2.
one gets left behind.
Fourth one.
Fourth one.
No.
So,
no. It's,
He takes
no.
2, you take
So-
1. There's 4 total.
so what's
Sasha-
happening is John can easily pull 2.
Yeah.
Sasha can easily pull 1.
Yeah.
The 2 of you probably can't, and there's no way for you both to pull 1
So what Sasha's
because of
gonna
how the
say
tunnel is. Yeah.
is you two go out.
No. No.
John?
No.
John's gonna take-
Wait, this is amazing. John, with your permission.
Probably not, but I'll hear you
If
out.
you make him bigger, he won't fit through the hole.
I'm not gonna make it bigger.
Because that's what I was thinking you were going to do. Turn him into like a rhino.
Or turn the corpses into something.
No, I was gonna turn the corpse into like a lizard.
Can you polymorph dead things?
I don't know.
That's a real
Can you-
philosophical
Can you
question.
polymorph corpses?
You
The
can-
spell transforms a creature that you can see within range. Doesn't say anything about
Living.
it being living.
Dead.
Fair enough. If it doesn't say anything about it being living or dead, then you probably could. Because technically you could polymorph an undead.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's a
Oh, God.
creature, right?
It is a creature and it's not living. What? Oh. Dead things tend to have 0 HP, so no, you can't use the polymorph something dead. You have been lawyered. Good idea, but you cannot polymorph dead corpses.
Oh, yeah, the spell has no effect on the shape changer or blah blah. Damn.
Sasha will say that you two go
Oh, wait,
out
can I not?
pushing behind John.
Can I polymorph myself
Does that give
into like
it
an
kinda gives
alligator
you
or
more
something?
strength.
Because it
Stat
gives me
lines.
the stat
Yeah.
line, right?
Yeah.
What is the thing you wish to polymorph yourself into?
I was gonna say like an alligator or a crocodile, something.
Yeah,
Because
that
they'd
would
be
work.
strong enough to pull it, right?
Yeah, that would be strong enough for it.
And then small enough to still get up the thing.
Yeah.
Clever.
Clever.
I'm gonna do that.
Use up polymorph slot,
And oh man, I could summon a beast.
but it
Done.
wouldn't fit down the tunnel.
Fey beast.
Yeah, but it wouldn't fit down the tunnel.
Well, I mean, I could summon an alligator.
I guess
Pull
so.
one up.
If you eat the corpse, then the corpse is a lot easier to move.
I don't
Right.
think John will let you desecrate the corpse.
No, I'm
of
just like, I could, but I don't
clerics
need
of
to.
Saloon in
'cause
that way.
Daryl solved the puzzle, so that's fine.
Getting out of the cave and tunnel thing before it floods over, you manage to pull the 4 corpses out. So, like I said, outside it's hailing. Aisha looks kind of grumpy because she's been out in the rain,
Yo, Urbeg, can we use your
but you don't really care.
hut?
No, we're not using the hut.
Well,
No,
we're
we're
get...
going back to the people.
Yeah.
No. We've got to bury these guys first.
Yeah, but then we're going back to the people.
Sure.
Alright.
Yeah.
While they are burying the bodies,
Yes.
Sasha will think long and hard about how she can cave in this entrance to this hole.
Thinking long and hard about it, you find that it shouldn't be too difficult given your capabilities and magical.
I hear I have a spell that does things.
By the time you are done out there and start to bury, the heroism fades.
Oh, well and truly.
Eventually, the polymorph also fades because I don't think you're going to stay in alligator form.
Yeah, and I can dismiss it, right?
Yes, you can indeed dismiss it.
I don't think this can dig.
And you dig in the hail. It is a little bit annoying to dig in like the soft ground and mud.
John
However you manage to.
perseveres. He just,
John perseveres.
He's just determined.
Yes, he's determined to lay his fellow
Brethren.
churchmen to rest.
Brethren.
How does Sasha collapse the hole?
That's the question I have for myself. Sasha is not a combat-focused person, but she has a feeling that if she just continues to dig it, she can use the dirt that they've dug up out of the ground to kind of like block off, build a little like mound, cover the hole over.
You could cover the hole over, but your logic, even without needing to roll, you realize that with the flowing of the water, it will keep just pushing mud
The
in there.
dirt,
It won't fill up the hole. Like it keeps opening it up again, washing in more mud down the hole. So it's not a permanent solution.
No, and I don't have any.
You don't have any.
So the hole
exploding-
remains
No, I don't
open
have
and the
exploding
pool
spells.
remains
Do I have
unconsecrated.
any exploding?
Yes.
I actually can't consecrate it.
Can't consecrate it.
I don't. I imagine you need a spell for that,
I
right?
think there's a spell, but I can't remember.
There is a spell for it.
As you complete the burial and you say your words of peace from your goddess Saloon, the hairs upon the Marl's back stand up.
Good
And she
actually,
turns and looks in surprise. This was actually meant to be done like many episodes ago, but you'll know why. You look in surprise as a black vortex swirls on the ground ahead of you, sucking in the air and fog and snow. You feel the pull and it draws you closer in. However, none of your friends seem to have noticed or are reacting to anything wrong.
I cry out for help.
This
Help!
What the fuck?
Help!
Kevin's been waiting to
I've
be
been
like,
waiting.
black hole!
Waiting for black hole.
Hang on, let me change
Help.
something.
You hear the mouse say help, but you turn and you are confused.
No.
Am I being pulled, like
Needs
physically
to
pulled
go
in? Or
towards
Not
just...
yet.
Towards
Okay.
It's just moving closer to
Dudes,
you. Oh,
there's-
you don't have to. You don't have to camera this. You don't.
Dudes,
No,
there's
no,
a
you
black
just wanna
show the black
hole
hole.
in the ground,
Yeah.
pulling in everything around it, and I am on my way.
You look at the mouth. You look at the ground she's pointing at, and you think she's crazy.
We know
You
she's
see
crazy.
nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Demal, there's nothing there. Have
What
you
can I
been
perceive?
day drinking?
You realize in horror that it is moving, coming ever so closer towards you. Sounds of whispers fill the air, words that you cannot quite understand yet.
Ooh, yeah.
Sasha will attempt to cast calm emotions upon Demal, who appears to be freaking out.
If she... Is it something we should resist? I'm
You-
not sure.
You attempt to suppress strong
Yeah.
emotions in a group of people. Each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range must make a charisma saving throw. A creature can choose to fail the saving throw if it wishes. If a creature fails the saving throw, choose one of the two following effects. You can suppress any effect causing the target to be charmed or frightened
Mhm.
when the spell ends, and suppress.
Demal, make a
Suppressed
saving
effect
throw.
resumes.
We will say that you will...
You can make a target
Yeah.
indifferent about creatures
3.
by your choice.
Yes.
Hostile towards
Your
you.
saving throw was 3.
Yeah. Oh, what? Plus.
Wait, she fails saving throw means she is calm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just be like,
Yeah,
look,
so
I'm calm
the
about
panic
it, but there's
subsides.
still a black hole in
The
the ground.
panic subsides and there's
Yeah.
still a black hole. It doesn't
Yeah.
change the fact that you see something that they
But
don't.
I'm still calm about it, guys.
You're calm
Cool.
and you casually
She's
allow the black hole to get closer and
It's-
closer
There's
fine.
still a black hole coming
until
closer and
it
closer to-
touches the mouse feet.
I'm gonna summon 8 beasts of challenge rating a quarter or lower.
Wait,
Yes, you may. The mouse can get closer. She's totally fine with it. It's actually not that big. It's just that was the only black hole tile that I could find in the
It's-
book.
Gonna be. Hang on, I just need to tell you what I've summoned.
what? Is it supposed to be smaller?
Yes, a bit smaller.
Why?
Maybe 3 squares by 3 because that was the only black hole thing I
Yeah,
could
but it's
find in the book.
awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome because now you have this giant black hole.
I've summoned like 8 wolf spiders. And hey guys.
Wolf spiders?
Yeah, wolf spiders.
Spiders.
Yeah.
Okay. The wolf spiders pop into existence and they look at you confused, ready to attack your enemies.
Can I throw one in? Like,
You
will my friends
could.
see it disappear?
Well, you can try.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw one in and see if they notice.
You throw one at the area where you see the black void in.
Yeah.
Your wolf spider lands on the snow and looks at you confused. Like, why have you done this to me, master?
No.
Just on the snow.
Yeah.
The void of darkness eventually reaches your feet, and
Yeah.
you calmly look at it, not really bothered by the danger that it presents.
Yeah.
Am I still burying bodies? Am I
Oh no,
still-
this is just at the conclusion of your bearing and your like words of. So we'll just say you guys are you all facing that way, the gravesite, and you're giving your last words and blessings of Saloon, and then she goes like, guys, help me, there's this crazy black void behind me, and you turn and look at her.
Alright, John says, alright, let's go.
No, wait, stop. So the void touches Demal.
Okay.